Welcome to Granada, España. He gave me a cold, so I sound a little awful, but we figured we would give you guys a little bit of information on our trip that we are wrapping up, sadly.
Yeah.
It's the worst part of any trip. We stayed in an Airbnb, and on our first day into Granada, we kind of just walked around.
Yeah, we
explored.
So what's the name of the Keystone, like, marquee thing you see in Granada is called
Alhambra.
Alhambra. Found some caravan parking just north of the Alhambra, and it gave us kind of the jump off point for the day.
So we walked around and figured out where to go for the Alhambra because we already had tickets. If you guys go, make sure you buy tickets days in advance.
Days pushes it.
Yeah.
Weeks are better.
Yeah.
Because if you choose weeks ahead of time, then you can pick the time of day you want to get into it.
Yeah.
It's an all-day event. The big takeaway: buy your tickets now.
Yeah, now. And then what did we do after that?
We walked down the forest that leads us into the old city.
I mean, it was like a park. It was just wonderful.
Yeah.
We probably could have stayed there for the whole day.
Yeah.
And just walked around.
I think one of the neat things about Granada is that there's water everywhere. It's like incorporated in the city.
Yes.
So it flows out of the Sierra Nevada mountains and into all of these controlled ducts and artistic works and artisan fountains. And the boy, he
loved it.
Oh, he loved it. But it was so frustrating to get him to keep moving because, I mean, he would follow one stream, he'd put a leaf in it, he'd chase it down to another
Like I said,
stream.
you could stay there all day. We didn't have all day, hence the frustration.
Yeah, we were like, I think we took 2 hours to go, probably about like a kilometer.
Yeah, but it was so enjoyable. So if you have an extra day, just walk around and explore that little area.
Yeah.
And then what do we do after that?
Oh, it opens up into the, like, it's forest, and then boom, like old city, like the stone arches, like enter you into this, like just dumps you literally right into the middle of the city. And we went and hit the cathedral.
Yep, absolutely. And we've been to Sevilla, their cathedral. This one was bigger.
No.
No, you don't think so?
Oh, no. Sevilla's like the third biggest in the world.
Yeah. This is one of the biggest. But it was really neat to go around. We got the audio tour, which I thought was really helpful. They had a kids one for those of you that are traveling with kids. I didn't know they had
those. That's why I've always said no to them.
Yeah, I was a little hesitant because I couldn't hear what he was hearing. But he would come back and say, Mom, they told me that there's a secret over here, and that door is this, and so it seemed like it was a really good tour for him.
I mean, he was all over. That was kind of hard because if the parents are listening to one, it's really somber and like historic, and he's listening, and all of a sudden you just see him light up, and he's
like taking off. And you're like, wait. He's like, but they told me to go here.
so maybe have one person on a leash for that.
Yeah.
I love this cathedral. I think it was one of my favorites by far. I don't know It was cozier, I guess you could say, than some of the other cathedrals we've been in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could say cozy for these massive.
Yeah, I just thought it was very elaborate. I loved the area behind.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just amazing.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, and they did a great job capturing the light into the onto the altar and everything like that. So
Absolutely.
Mind-blowing.
So we stayed there for
at least 2 hours.
2 or 3 hours.
At least 2 hours.
Yeah,
we didn't even get done.
Yeah, we could have stayed a lot longer. So I would allow like 3 or 4 at least.
Yeah, which ties into the royal family that used to live here. The very famous Ferdinand and Isabella. So that was we got Mama here with us right now. She's touring Spain with us, and Isabella is one of her favorite historic figures. Hands down. I mean, the girl went riding off into war, chased down a kidnapped child, funded Christopher Columbus's adventure, took over Granada. I mean, just incredible feats.
Yeah.
We went rolling back into the city and looked behind us to where our car was parked, and it was probably 3,000 or 4,000 feet elevation.
Yeah.
Change. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. And with our tickets, we ended up getting a bus ticket as well.
What was that called?
The City Pass? Something Pass.
The Granada City Pass, I think.
Something like that, yeah. And thankfully, we ended our night, since it was uphill, by hopping on a bus and then doing all the work for us.
Saturday
started early. We had a 9:30 appointment to enter the Alhambra. If you miss the entrance, they will not let you in. So don't be late. And I think, what did they say, like 4 hours to allow? 3 or 4?
It's
There's
like
no
2
way.
hours.
No way.
It says 2 hours on
Does
the
it say 2?
like when you read, like, how long does this tour take? 2 hours. If you take a tour,
There's no way.
maybe it's 2 hours. Like they rush you through.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Allow all day. We
Impossible.
could have stayed there all day.
We want to go back before we leave the city, which is what we're trying to do after we wrap this up, just to go see a couple of key things that we missed.
Yeah. But definitely allow a day. You could happily spend all day there. I think I could have done with an audio tour. I think he would have done better. He was kind of losing interest. He also knew what was next. After that, we headed to the Science Park, which is a science museum and a learning park, basically. A little farther out of town. Yeah,
kind of on the outskirts, but I mean, it was about 3 kilometers from the major city center.
Yeah. They had, I mean, we walked in, I thought the building was huge, we were going to be there forever. And then you walk outside and there's multiple other buildings.
It's just more.
All hands-on, all learning. It was amazing. And that too, we could have spent all day. Yep. So,
he was
without being bored.
He was ecstatic. I think altogether we spent probably another 2.5, 3 hours there before we started tapping on the watch and said, hey, let's get going, because we wanted to try to do some shopping on the main street, go get some dinner, because they have what are called gringo hours here. Spanish, they don't eat until
8 or 9.
8 or 9. Yeah. I mean, it is a whole. And then when you sit down to eat, it's another 2-hour event.
Yeah.
Us
Americans are not used to that.
No, give me my food, give me my check. High five. Jumped on a taxi. Cost like $9.
Yeah, went to the plaza.
Yep, plaza. They got a
Plaza del Carmen.
Yeah, Del Carmen, which is kind of central to some more historic, kind of Moorish architecture, as well as the jumping point for all the main shopping. That's what blew me away here. Is the shopping was pretty paramount. Like, people are here, like, they're very well dressed. I mean, very very expensive clothes. Heather and I, we looked at the Spanish ladies.
We look like slobs.
We do.
I definitely didn't fit in with my tennis shoes. They were about 4 or 5 inches too flat.
Yeah. And then we went and ate some dinner, asked around for the locals. It was pricey to get some stuff, but oh my goodness, it was good food.
It was very good. And they had street performers right there, so it kept him preoccupied. We all ate. It was a great evening.
Yeah, fantastic.
Great end of the day.
And then we jumped on our feet and walked off to go get Heather some.
Oh my gosh. Spanish hot chocolate is amazing. It is literally hot chocolate. You take the chocolate, you melt it, it's hot. And I mean, why have we never thought of this in America? And then we got some churros, because of course you have to.
Oh. And then
hence why we walked after dessert.
Crazy, all the families are out there pushing strollers, but it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and the sun's gone. It's an unusual kind of feeling. But
it was a great trip. Walked our dessert off. Headed back to the van, and today we head home.
Yeah, that's it. So we wrapped up the Airbnb. Heather will throw some links down for you below on how to find this place if you ever want to get to it. It was amazingly beautiful.
It was a hidden gem. I don't think you can describe it any better.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for watching, and as always,
if you have any questions, comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like this video.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Go find our kid.
Look, he's building a fort.
Nice.
Right? It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, let's go see his fort. What you got?
A castle.
Awesome.
All of rock work.
Yeah, it is. All me.